Before I get started on explaining why I chose the medium I did, go ahead and write down the very last part of this message, and by the end of it, you should have a full message written out that has been written out in segments, and you should be able to read it as one big message and apply it to what I've been saying throughout the videos and connect it to the themes of these videos. Because this assignment is really trying to highlight how the mediums that we are surrounded in affect the way we think and affect the way we see information, it's really important that we discuss why I chose the medium that I chose in order to bring my message across. So, because McLuhan stated the medium is the message, it was important that this assignment to choose our style wisely. And I decided to use YouTube as a medium because though we're not physically connected, I'm still effectively interacting with you. There's still some level of emotion and a human interaction. It's effective on a virtual level. And you can pause, it's very convenient because you can pause the video whenever you want to. You can watch it wherever you want to. You can watch it on your phone, you can watch it on your laptop. You can change the volume, you can go back if you miss something. And yet I can still express my ideas to you like I would in person. So another interesting aspect of the fact that I'm taking videos is that I can go back and I can record them. I can re-record them and I can edit out what I don't want. However, I decided as I was going through some of my earlier videos, I would re-record them so that I sounded more professional, taking out slang such as and my stutter and my and being awkward and things like that, and any mistakes I made. But then I realized that I wanted to keep those things in. I wanted to keep in there all the time because that felt more natural to me. That was more effective because it was as if I was actually speaking to you. I didn't care about professionalism. It was more about getting the message across in a way that I felt comfortable putting the message across to you. So the idea that like this is on a virtual level and it's effective and still convenient goes back to the idea of when John Reed gave an online lecture where we could watch it wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted. We could adjust the volume, whatever suited us best, we could watch it. However, he was still talking to us. He was still performing his effective labor. So it was effective labor, but on a virtual level. And so, another aspect of this whole build your own video message is that it gives you control. So you have the power to choose what videos to watch. You have the power to choose, to a certain extent, the message that I'm giving across to you, because you choose different fragments, different pieces of the message. By answering those questions, it will take you to a different video with a different message. So, same with letting you choose your own medium, the idea that you could choose whether you wanted to write or type or even dictate. And of course, all three of those have a different way on changing how you perceive the final message. So, if this was, say, an essay, the power to control the message would have been entirely in my hands. It would have been my own responsibility in order to get my message across to you a certain way in a well-structured manner to make sure we're on the same page. So the YouTube video allows a more acoustic and a less fixed way of displaying information because an essay would have represented the linearity of the printing age. So though my videos had no major visual effects, you were still able to see my emotions, you were able to hear the changes in pitch in my voice, and you were able to see and hear what words I'm placing emphasis on by how I change my voice when I'm speaking. And that's something that an essay would not be able to provide for you. All those little things, all those little changes add up and actually change the way that you take in the information I'm giving you. So that's something an essay could not provide. So this medium allowed us to use the technologies that are so intrinsic in our society today, ones that I know I for sure use YouTube on a daily basis. So it gave you a degree of control, and it was non-linear. It was a very acoustic way of interacting and perceiving information, and it was more open and loose than, say, the fixed state of an essay. So that is why I chose the medium I chose to do, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you benefited from it, and I really hope you understand what I'm trying to say about how the mediums around us really affect the way that information is seen, and it even affects our social constructions and the way we interact. So if you haven't already done so, try building the other message by clicking here. So this is the second half of my videos. You can go watch those. I highly recommend it if you haven't already done so. And then click here for the conclusion.